Members of Parliament, Your Excellencies, speakers, ladies and gentlemen, being in this Parliament is not merely a personal honor. Above all, it's a clear reminder of what is truly at stake in our time. Parliament exists because throughout history, free societies have understood a fundamental truth. Power must be overseen, confronted, and permanently questioned. And this is only possible where there is freedom, especially freedom of speech. Freedom is not a concession granted by the state. It does not arise from resolutions or administrative permissions. As Frederic Bastiat thought, it was not the law that created freedom. It was freedom that made the law necessary. When this order is reversed, rights cease to be recognized as rights and begin to be treated as favors. And when rights become favors, democracy has already begun to erode. Among all freedoms, freedom of speech is the one that sustains the others. George Washington warned that when it's taken from us, we are led in silence, like sheep to the slaughter. He was not speaking of a sudden coup, but of a slow, almost invisible process in which fear replaces courage and conformity takes the place of debate. It is within this context that Parliament fulfills a central role. It exists to oversee the government, to challenge power, and to represent the plurality of society. Therefore, the freedom of parliamentarians to speak, question, criticize, and denounce must be full and unhindered. When a parliamentarian is silenced, it is not merely an individual who loses a voice. It is the citizen he or she represents. In Brazil, I have experienced this reality firsthand. I was elected federal deputy in 2022 as the most voted candidate in the country. And it's important to explain this to the international audience. In Brazil, electoral campaigns can consume millions in public funds. Mine did not. It was financed by private donations at an average cost of approximately €1 per vote. The internet, as a free space for the exchange of ideas, was decisive in this process. There, ordinary citizens were able to debate politics without official filters, without state mediation, and without prior authorization.